SIP, good evening. Audio video test, please. Thank you. SIP, I am SIP and SIP Alak. Today we have an interesting topic. How does an enlightened person slip back to an unenlightened stage? I hope you all interested in this topic, and it all relates to you, and you want not to slip, and you want to reach that fully enlightened state. So with that note, let us start. Okay, so we are on to, my image is too zoomed in. SIP, Trupreet, SIP, Achla, SIP, Ahmatma, SIP, Aham, SIP, SIP, Alak, Anand, Anil, Soni, Chotwani, SIP, Atman, Revati, Avi, Bliko, Bliss, SIP, Chidanand, Gigi, Harshal, iPhone, SIP, Krishna, Peter, Pix, Premchand, SIP, Raghavendra, Rajesh, Shivraj, Rekha, SIP, Mini Air, Robin, Rumataji, Prakash, SIP, Samatma, Sallanand, Siba, Siri, SIP, Sita, Siva, Soham, SIP, Sridhara, Sundar, Sunita, Supriya, SIP, Shivoham. That is the easy greeting, and now I think I'm a little better off, not so zoomed in. Let us start. Who is starting today? We have got Trupreet, and remember, we have got hard stop 8:55. Those who come in the beginning have more time, and those who come in the end, I have to rush you off. So choice is yours. Trupreet, let's start.
Pranam, sir.
Yes, sir. Bolo.
Sir, I feel कि जो आदमी पूरी तरह से enlightened है, वो कभी fall back नहीं हो सकता unenlightened में. जो आदमी पूरी तरह से enlightened नहीं है, fully enlightened नहीं है, वो ही इस MERD जो disease हम उस दिन mind ego reflex disease का मरीज है. वो वापस अपना पीस खो जाता है. वो हमारे जैसे अज्ञानी लोग हैं जो वही ऐसे हैं जो कर सकते हैं. जो फुली इनलाइटेंड है वो तो सच्चित आनंद में है. ही डजंट नीड टू बी इन बैक इनटू MERD. वही माइंड सेट में जाएगा जो कॉन्शियस नहीं है, जिसका दिमाग डिवाइन से हट गया है और वापस प्लेजर्स की तरफ चला गया है, साइलेंट नहीं है, पीस की तरफ नहीं है. वो वापस वो फिर वापस डिजायर.
आप इतने कॉन्फिडेंस से कैसे बोलते हैं?
सर, दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम यू. This is my learning from past 4 months. That is
so
all.
Today, don't go out of the call without learning it completely. I have always told you that we have to be very careful. Till the last moment, we can slip. You have not heard me telling this to you?
Yes, sir. तभी fully enlightened हो जाओगे, तब will not slip, sir. पर वो fully होने के लिए there's a long process. Looks like a short one, but it is not, sir.
Fully enlightened होना बहुत अलग चीज है.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. आज का टॉपिक ये नहीं हाउ डज अ फुल्ली एनलाइटेंड पर्सन नहीं है आज का टॉपिक. आज का टॉपिक है हाउ डज एन एनलाइटेंड पर्सन.
So that is what I comprehended.
It's not a full, because let me make you understand. Because I know many intelligent people, I know personally, who are very intelligent, very awakened. They slip. Slip
Yes.
होना तो बहुत easy है.
Yes, sir.
Slip होना, बेवकूफ बनना, idiot, to become an idiot is so easy. So easy to make foolish decisions. See, what is enlightenment? Enlightenment means you are established in consciousness, means you are established in intelligence, means you have overcome ignorance, means you have realized the truth, means you are established not as BME, body, mind, ego, but the divine soul.
Yes.
हाँ, but ये सब जानने के बाद इंसान slip होता है.
True, sir.
So today's question is not whether a person slips or not. The question is, how does a person slip?
So then the mind comes into picture, sir. The peace is gone, and then the desires come. The unending river of desire flows. which makes a fool of you.
So now you are come on the page. So this now you come back. Abhi aur ek baar soch ke, then come
The
with the.
five senses rule you, and then you do the five vikars.
Now you are gone. अभी from एक swing से लेके आप दूसरे swing पे चले गए.
So that is what I comprehended.
नहीं
So I
नहीं,
don't.
you are now you are missing the pay point, because now you are talking of all the qualities which an enlightened person does not have.
Yes, sir. That is what
अभी तो
happened.
आप अभी आपका answer is going from a fully enlightened to an non-enlightened person.
So you
So
told that
please
it.
come.
Okay.
No, no. So an enlightened person is one who is reasonably awakened, who is also quite enlightened, but such a person can slip back and become a fool, can become an idiot, bewakoof.
True,
What
sir.
makes a person bewakoof? It can be 100 reasons, or it can be 24 roadblocks. Today, I'm trying to make you all come from your point of view. So try again. Aham sip, Sadlanand, Anamika, nothing. Ashwin, Rekha, Bliko, Atmadeep, Krishna. So we have got a whole battalion ready. Come on. Suddenly the discussion has opened up.
Shivaham Guruji, I bow down to you
Yeah.
and all others sit on the call
Yes,
with my
please.
reverence.
Yeah.
Guruji, an enlightened person will only slip if he is not sthit pragya and not in constant yoga. And you had told us that after enlightenment till last breath, he has to live as sip. So if he slips from these 3 points, he can slip down and his mind, like a phoenix in the ashes, it can again come up and he can
So for
fall
the
from the
benefit
path.
of all, repeat again, please. For the benefit of all, repeat again. How does a person, enlightened person slip?
If he's not sthit pragya and not in constant yoga, and he's not living as sip, because you had told us that after enlightenment, one has to live as sip till the last breath.
No, you all have to get some points very clear. For example, can an awakened person be non-awakened? So this is a separate question. Can an awakened person slip and become this I'm talking about enlightened person. So sometimes you all are confusing. I explained sometimes about an awakened person. What happens to an awakened person? Can he lose his awakening?
I don't think that once you have got the knowledge, you can't lose it.
Exactly.
You may
An
not,
awakened person,
use
and
it.
what is the analogy I've given you? That once you enter a room and I switch on the light, you have seen
Yes.
everything. Now, if I switch off the light, can you forget what is
Still
in the room?
No, still we know it.
Awakening cannot be slipped back. Enlightened can be slipped back. Be clear, including true Preet. Please be clear. Once you are awakened, you are awakened. जाग गया इंसान. एक बार जाग गया, इंसान बेड में तो सो सकता है. इन बेड में हम जाग सकते हैं, सो सकते हैं. लेकिन स्पिरिचुअलिटी में एक बार हमने once in spirituality we are spiritually awakened, we can never lose that awakening. But if we are enlightened, we can slip back into an unenlightened state. The question is how? Answer.
If his mind again appears, he's not able to control mind and desires.
Actually, mind will appear for everybody. That does not mean if the mind, are you telling me that an enlightened person has no mind? Of course, an enlightened person has.
He's in command of his mind. He's not a slave of the mind.
So be clear. So I want you all to pay attention to the question. What can make an enlightened person slip? If you are saying mind, if the enlightened person lets the mind ride his horse, then he can lose it. He can lose enlightened. But if the mind comes, you shoot it. If the mind comes, you boot it.
Yes, then you will not slip.
You will not slip. Be clear what are the reasons where you can slip. There are 10 people, 12 people raising their hand, so I don't want to give the answers. But there are some specific reasons. And why am I having this topic today? Many of you are reaching the state of enlightened. Many of you. I am happy to say in this call that there are dozens of awakened people. Dozens. Not one or two, or there are dozens of awakened people. But I don't know how many enlightened people. Because enlightened people, I cannot give a certification to you until I can really interact with you on a regular basis. That's why we are trying to create apostles. Apostles we are trying to create are those who I will interact with on long-term basis, on a very personal basis, to see whether there is complete being awakened, enlightened, freedom. That is why I'm trying to go in this group to the next level. You have not yet taken this seriously. Apostle is a very serious subject. An apostle can take the Zoom call. An apostle can it's easy. It's easy to say I'll be apostle. No, but you have to be able to be on that complete frequency of my consciousness. I have not found a single apostle today, one person I don't have in my life who can take this call. Still, I want to make a few people who can take this call. So that's we are going away from the subject, but so AMSIP, you have given one point that we can fail because of the mind. I think even previous Trupri told something, but he was still getting into the beginning of the discussion. Can we move on? AMSIP, you have something more, come back. Sarlanand, Anamika, nothing, Ashwin. Rekha, Bliko, Atmadeep, Krishna. Atmanand, Siva, Rashmi. So we have a whole cricket team. Yes, Sarlanand.
Yeah, Shiva from AiR. Love you,
Yes.
you all.
Tell me.
An enlightened person cannot slip back to an unenlightened state. If he is fully enlightened, then once transformation is happened means happened. He passes 10th standard means he'll go to 11th standard. One, yeah, once metamorphosis is happened means he cannot come back. No? That is my understanding.
That is only in case of a caterpillar.
Yeah.
That is not in case of a human being.
Okay.
A human being, a human being can be fully awakened. And a human being can be, I'm free from the body, I'm free from the mind, I live as the enlightened ego, I live as the divine soul, I live as SIP, all is possible, correct?
Yeah.
One blast, one damal, one attack from the body, from the mind, from the ego, finished. The person will be gone into pieces.
Okay, when he's fully enlightened at that time?
Then that person should remain in that state. If that person is not, suppose today I'm telling you, every day you are seeing me in the Zoom call, one day you see me, I'm having black label, one day gold label, one day blue label. If every day I'm having one color label, that means what happens in the next few days? Can you trust what I'm talking? Can you trust if you're every day I'm having whiskey in the call? Can you, huh?
Yeah, I'm not getting. Yeah, okay. You're taking whiskey and all means you're not enlightened. That means.
But suppose I get a bad habit of taking whiskey?
No, not enlightened. That means you have come back to unenlightened.
So we can come back. And we have got example of many rishis who have lost it. Many examples we have got. So an enlightened person cannot lose his awakening, but he can lose his enlightenment if he slips. And this was told to me by my master. My guru warned me. My guru told me, Savdhan, beware.
So,
Therefore,
24/7, an enlightened person should be in consciousness, total consciousness.
See, Sarlanand, theoretically, what you're saying is correct. Practically, the person should not slip. There are many cases. There was one lady who was supposed to be very, she was such a sadhvi. She was such a sadhvi. Suddenly one day she told, I'm getting married. Then what happened? From sadhavi to marriage, then what happened?
Yeah, came to Boga.
Finished.
Yoga
After
to
getting
Boga.
married, people cannot say, no, I will get married and I will be sadhavi. You cannot get married and be sadhavi.
Yeah, can't travel in the two boats.
Ah, good. See, if an enlightened person is traveling in two boats,
Yeah, he will slip in the sea.
cannot one leg here, one leg there, cannot do it. Enlightenment is not an easy journey. Anamika, thank you. Anamika, nothing. Ashwin, Rekha.
Shiva, AiR.
Yeah.
I have two examples in my mind. One is the common man, and one example which I remember is Ramakrishna Paramhans, who was completely awakened and followed by Swami Vivekananda. And so, what I want to explain based on this example is basically an enlightened person cannot slip. That is right, one way. But if mind is flipped, so what we have learned from you is EP. So if somebody who is following the pleasure and thinking that I'm getting enlightened and some way, I mean, I'm, I, uh, if the mind is slipped, that way it can be coming back to it can be slipped from enlightened to unenlightened.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A person can, if anybody can slip like that and you can lose it. So what about the ordinary person you're talking about?
Ordinary person is always following the pleasure, which is a tip of the iceberg, which we have understood throughout the. I mean,
An
that's why they are
enlightened
stuck.
person, a person who's ordinary person cannot be enlightened. An
Yeah.
enlightened person will not crave for pleasures.
Yes.
And
So
if you
if
see an enlightened person running after pleasure, that means that person is not enlightened.
yes, so if exit pleasure, entering peace,
That's okay.
then the
And
peace
my
is a
dear,
prasadam.
my
But
dear, that's all okay. Wait, that means tomorrow, if you exit pleasure and enter peace, you don't get enlightened. That is just a method. That is just a method for eternal happiness.
but I think I'm not able to explain it properly what is there in my mind because what what I am thinking and getting into that if the mind slip, that's the only reason because we understood that
See,
mind
wait.
is
Yeah. Okay. It's mind may slip. Ego may create it. Suppose ego is also supported by the mind. Suppose not mind and ego. Suppose it is the body senses. Suppose it is
yes,
body, mind, ego, leave these aspects. Suppose it's some attachment to somebody. It's attachment to people, to pleasure, to possessions. Ultimately, if you come to everything, ultimate answer is one mind.
yes,
If you are able to tame the mind, then an enlightened person will never slip.
right,
But the mind has got many aspects. The mind has got many manifestations. The mind, right? It appears through the senses, through the ego, through attachment, through thoughts, through bad memories. Suppose I have a bad memory. If I am enlightened, I should be able to wipe my memory out like a duster wipes a slate. Can an ordinary person wipe a slate with a duster? Cannot.
not possible at
Cannot.
all.
Enlightened person will just take one duster and wipe it like this. हाथ में जाओ, जाओ, come on, जाओ, खत्म हो गया तुम.
Uh,
That is the power of consciousness. Okay. ठीक है. Think if you want to apply, if
I
you want to, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to say that there are two categories, not the common ordinary person exactly, but then one is Ramakrishna Paramhans, that is one level. which he can remove any kind of emotions, and he's always into that level of I mean, he could have that senses to see and all those things, uh, interact with God, that level. So I think I'm not able to express it
Doesn't
more or
matter.
less,
If
but
you
then
have thoughts, come back. See, none of us can really know what was Ramakrishna Paramahansa. None of us.
yeah,
We can have some impression of him. We can read his books. We can hear about him.
right,
But ultimately, what is important is you and me. What is important is only you, your enlightenment, you have liberation, your awakening. Focus on that.
right.
Nothing Ashwin, Rekha, Bliko, Atmadeep, Krishna, Atmanand, Siva.
Shivam here.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I don't have exact answer of this question as of now today. Earlier I was thinking mind, but most of people covered the same. But I have some opinion on this. Uh, Earlier in some of the calls you said till even E2, E3, like even E2, E3, we are like 80% of the like mind, 20% of enlightenment. And धीरे धीरे the percentage are reducing. But there is a possibility of flip back till E9, E10. Unless and until we are liberated, we are fully enlightened, there is a possibility that we will flip back from enlightened to unenlightened path, or there is a possibility. The
Correct.
exact what is the exact possibility? It depends on person to person. किसी
Correct.
के लिए
Correct.
किसी के लिए माइंड होगा, किसी के लिए सेंसेस होंगे, किसी के लिए क्या होगा. I right now I can't commit what is the exact
नहीं,
possibility to come.
किसी किसी के लिए शराब की आदत होगी.
हाँ.
किसी के लिए किसी के लिए औरत की काम लस्ट हो सकती है.
Yes. So, Guruji,
Every
from my point of view is there is a one n number of reasons, 1.5 करोड़ reason होंगे स्लिप
correct.
होने के लिए. But एनलाइटेंड और फुल्ली एनलाइटेंड होने का एक ही रीजन है, प्यास प्रभु के पास मुमुक्षुत्व. तो अगर वो है तो वो एक ही रीजन है जिससे आगे, क्योंकि देर आर एन नंबर ऑफ रीजंस वी कैन स्लिप. वी कैन
Yeah.
ओनली गो अहेड बाय कीपिंग प्रभु इन माइंड एंड हैविंग इट टू
वो भी
जिज्ञासु.
नहीं, सुनिए, प्रभु in mind is one aspect. एक बार आदमी, once a person is established in SIP, once then you become one with Prabhu. Then as long as you are able to see SIP in all, love SIP in all, serve SIP in all, the chance of slipping is very rare. But the point is, why I'm talking to you all in this call today, many of you are between awakened and enlightened.
Yeah, but
Therefore, this call
the
is very important for you. Many of you are not yet fully enlightened.
the question is the situation of many of us right now. We are slipping n number of times in day-to-day activities, and like the ratio is decreasing. We are in the consciousness day by day increasing, but still we are slipping. The situation is but
So we have to be very much conscious and very much in control. Okay? Thank you. Ashwin, Rekha, Bliko, and Atmadeep. Krishna, Atmanand, Siva, and Rashmi. Come on, let's move. Ashwin.
Pranam Guruji.
Yes, Ashwin.
First of all, as you said, enlightened person doesn't sleep in the way we imagine. What slips is the attention and not the self. The enlightened person, his light is constant. However, what we call a sleep simply is mind's tendency. In fact, one of the questions during the beginner's time, I was going to ask you, if one is conditioned in the way one operates, that conditioning sometimes comes back even after awakening, even after getting enlightened. So it is important to get back to the consciousness, awareness, and when the sleep occurs, you actually close the door and start as if the light has continued to awaken you. Basically, what I'm saying is self doesn't become enlightened.
that you're talking about the soul?
Soul and, as you said, enlightened person, I believe, cannot be
Okay, let me
unlike.
ask you a question. What happens when you're enlightened?
Well, you're free. In fact, your
You're free
awareness
from
is at the highest levels.
you're free from what?
Well, there is purity in yourself. I mean,
So
you
you're
sense,
free from what all?
yes, everything. I mean, desires. Your mind is totally still. You're in a
Basic,
better condition,
basically,
like yourself.
basically, you're free from the body, the mind, and the
Yes,
ego.
and correct.
So suppose there's one Swami. He's a very enlightened Swami. He talks like a completely enlightened Swami. Suddenly we see every day he's buying a new Rolls Royce. Then what happens to that Swami?
Well, you know, what I'm trying to say is also that a sleep is not a fall. It's just forgetting yourself
No. So that
momentarily.
no. But there are two types of slips. One is a slip in which you come back, and
Correct.
second is a slip where you fall.
That is correct too. But when you
So
fall, you have to start all over again.
no, sometimes you can never start over again because you sink.
That's true. You're out of that sphere of enlightenment.
Yeah. So therefore, we have to learn. I'm telling you, a person like me, today I consider I'm completely awakened, okay? But is there a chance of me slipping?
Answer
Yes,
to that question is
yes,
no.
yes.
For you, it's
Yeah,
not because
no. You may say no, but I am very much conscious that I must not slip.
but that's what I said. It's important that awareness is such bound in
Yeah.
enlightenment that it never slips.
See, therefore,
It's not a question of you
Ashwin,
should not be
no. If you have tied your body, mind, and ego with chains, and you are living as the divine soul, no chance of slipping. No chance.
exactly. Yes, I.
But what
That's what I
but
mean.
what if one day you fall asleep and those chains are lost and you slip? What if one
Unfortunately
day
for you,
one day I get a new girlfriend and the new girlfriend makes me have new wine? And what if after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you see I'm missing Monday Zoom call, Wednesday Zoom call, Friday Zoom call? This guy is gone. This guy is gone, man. This guy is gone.
well, that guy is never going to go. Actually, you know
That
when you
you are you all seem to have more confidence than anything else. You seem to have the confidence, right?
well, my
That
my
is the
confidence is based on what you just said earlier on.
yeah.
It, it's you're not going to fall.
Yeah. See, so really, really a committed, enlightened person who has very clear values, who has mumukshutva, who is living in subconsciousness, 99.99% they won't slip, they won't fall. But my
Well,
guru warned me.
yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
I meant to say it exactly the way you said it. Unfortunately, I used the word conditioning. All conditioning is mind, body, and ego. If you take those three out and you become enlightened, you make sure that those three do not interfere with your life hence
Okay.
onwards.
Okay, good, Ashwin. So what my goal, thank you, Ashwin. What I want to do for all of you, I want to reach a situation where you can say that 99.9999999999999999999% I won't slip. You have to say like that. Till one day you can tell me 100% I won't slip. And then I'll still tell you that you can slip. Be careful. Because being careful is part of the teachings given to us by our Guru. The Guru will always tell you, Savdhan. The good Guru will always tell you, be careful. Because this bewitching world of Maya can make you slip. And therefore, you need to be on your toes. Rekha, Bliko, Atmadeep, Krishna, Atmanand, Siva, Rashmi, Sukhi, Siri, Sachip, Chidanand. Come on. Yes, Rekha.
If a person is enlightened,
I can't hear you. Speak loudly,
if a
please.
person is established in, if a person is established in enlightenment,
Yeah.
there are very few chances that they'll slip. But we have a very good example of Osho. I don't want to, but I need to use him. Like he was, which shows us that he was not established in consciousness. That's why he slipped.
So there are some good examples for us to know when a person speaks with so much goodness, so much awakening, so much wisdom, but still if we slip, because an enlightened person lives the awakening, lives the wisdom. So you're right. So we have to be careful. Okay. Anything else? Bliko, Bliko, Atmadeep, Krishna, Atmanand.
Shivoham, love you all.
Yes, sir.
So today's calendar has some answer on that one. That a wave always remains a wave until it realizes that it is an ocean. So this realization is required, and when I'm not enlightened, but I can awaken, I can say I am awakened, and I can see my sleeping points are there. There are many sleeping points. I cannot say enlightened right now because that attachment and that craving has to go 100%, and it can come back. It can come back in any situation which you cannot imagine sometime. So, like you said that word, which I was going to use it, that the sadhana is required continuously, and saudhani is needed until your mind is, because your body is there, your mind will be there, your thought will be always attacking. So our saudhani is required until our body exists. Otherwise, that enlightened man, like you said, is not full and fully enlightened, can come back. And one thing I can tell you, because everybody was, the previous speaker was telling that you cannot fall, that I have not 99.9999, I have 100% faith and belief and a reason that you cannot fall back, because you have seen everything. There is nothing is new for you. One thing. Second thing, you are not behind money. Most of this sleep person who is enlightened and fell down, if you investigate, there is money involved in their fall, because they are attracted to the Mercedes and collecting monies and this and that. And then, when you collect this type of worldly
So,
thing, you cannot be enlightened. You
so
cannot be
remember,
established in
it may be
consciousness, SIP consciousness.
money, power, wealth,
Power,
fame,
well,
sex,
anything.
intoxication, habits. There are
So many
many
things.
things.
So many. Yeah. Like nothing was telling. There are 1,000 reasons to fell down. Like that
Luckily,
snake and ladder
yeah.
example. I can go up to 99, but I can come back to zero in
Luckily,
1 second.
all those things just now we spoke.
Yes.
I have done all of those things.
Yeah, I know that because there is nothing new for you, because you travel over
I
the
have,
whole world
yeah,
100 times.
I have been captured. I have been captured by all these vices,
Oh my God.
and I have got over all these vices.
Correct. Mhm.
Correct. So
Yes.
unless one new vice comes, which I don't know,
No, not possible, because
I
you
have
have.
never tried. I have never tried drugs, for example. Suppose I
Correct.
try drugs tomorrow. It's a new
Mhm.
vice. I have never tried the
But
drugs.
you are already intoxication of sleep. So how can you take the the person who is always in nasha will not
Yeah.
require nasha, and no nasha can attract. So this is the path we are following very closely, and we can see our defects very clearly, and overcoming that is
But
every day a
a
sadhana.
man, a man can easily fall in money.
Money, yes.
A man can easily fall in sex.
Sex, lust, yes.
So these are some of the things that we should be very sure that we have mastered.
Hmm.
If we don't master these things, then there's a chance, Bliko, there's a
Yes,
chance that
100%.
we will.
to go come to
We will,
zero.
we will slip. We will slip.
Slip. Yeah.
So we must be sure that
But I
we
have
and
one question.
yeah.
Like you differentiated very nicely that awakening will not go. Even if I am enlightened and I fell back, my
Awakening
awakening
will
is
never
not
go.
going to go.
Never go. No.
I like that thing very, very nice because I am already awakened, means I am not in the darkness, sleep. I have seen the light.
Exactly.
Now the light is gone for a second, and if I awaken, I can see, yeah, I fall down. Now I can start my journey again. So it is not like that you finish. You can
No.
start and come back.
Awakening cannot go away.
Yeah.
But enlightenment we can slip.
Can do. Yeah. But to establish, I want to ask the question then. The sadhana is required, you said. But to maintain that awakening, enlightenment, how you are doing that? Because you have to be always in yoga, right? All the
Yeah.
yogas.
So always in yoga, always in consciousness, always in satsang, and away from BME. Away from BME, constantly master of BME, constantly in established in Satchidanand. So all what we are teaching, the method, the sadhana, it's not Brico, it's not A or B, it is A to Z.
And that is continuous, right?
Yeah,
24
that
hours.
has to go on. Yeah, go on. Okay,
like you said that sword example, the guru is going to attack.
Hamla hoga.
Hamla.
Hamla.
And that
Okay,
hamla can
Atmadeep.
happen anytime. Yeah.
Yeah, that is exactly today's talk. Any moment hamla hoga. Any moment. Atmadeep Krishna, Atmanand Siva.
Pranam Guruji Shivoham.
Pranam.
Instead of asking this question, I'm asking a question. Actually, as we are discussing enlightenment, so the stress always come from outside world, like AI/ML is going on, and there are new things, and be it a normal specific softwares or anything worldly knowledge where we are talking about and we deal on day-to-day basis. So, mastering that particular, like one simple software or something or the other, that requires time and commitment. Likewise, this subject matter also requires very deep contemplation, practice, meditation, and whatnot. So, everything in general, we need to devote ourselves. Well, if there is a mati bhram, a situation where delusion comes or occurs, it may or may not always be internal, but 50-50, like internal and external. So then enlightenment is very difficult. I mean, then I'm not sure that I will achieve it or it is feasible for my type of human.
If you say I am not sure, you will never achieve. You must
Okay.
never say I'm not sure. You have to say I have to achieve it. I want to achieve it. Anyhow, I will achieve it. That has to be the commitment. क्या मतलब है
Like,
आपका? I am not sure. Why do you say I am not sure? What is the reason you tell I'm not sure?
like I don't even remember the entire periodic table. So I mean, I'm not that much intelligent at this
No,
moment.
that's not. You don't need to be intelligent. You have to have an intelligence, which you have. So I think today you
Okay.
should let it pass, but tomorrow you should come back with your point. Today you pass. Tomorrow you come back. Krishna Atmanand.
Yes, sir, Krishnoham.
Krishna.
Sir, the question is, how does an enlightened person fall into a state of unenlightenment? So, my individual case, I have not slipped because I have not reached that EFE. So, there is no question of slipping. I'm only evolving. So, now you told us always the right hand should be in yoga, or right hand always should be holding Prabhu's hand, and and that suction should be stronger and stronger, and of course with every Zoom call it is becoming stronger and stronger. But मुझे topic इतना अच्छा लगा, sir. Why? Because with this call you are giving us to be aware of the channels through which we can slip down. And my previous guru also used to say it is a sabun ka rasta. When you go up, you may slip. So mujhe three, four things which comes to my mind is, are you in seamless yoga? No. But there I am slipping. Slipping in the sense I have to be better. I won't say, I don't want to now use the word slipping because we are only evolving day by day. And are you always in peace, love, and bliss? Peace, yes. But are you able to love? Of course, as you said, when you switch on the light, you're awakened. No doubt about it. But are you able to love every manifestation? Forget about soul, but every inanimate. Now, especially after reading your book, it was like moving, stage by stage by stage, beautiful journey upward. And we know maybe we have reached only page 20, but then the rest of the pages are there for us to smoothly travel. So मुझे पहले I used to get worried, but one biggest point I want to tell you is why there are chances of my slipping, though there is no personal God. Somebody said the example of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He was completely EFE when he cut Kali's head. I have still not. मुझे little है. I don't know whether it is not a personal God, sir. I'm not. मैं पहले भी personal God नहीं था, but
No
since my
problem.
good.
No problem.
No,
What
but
you said
I'll
is
tell
very
you
good.
what, sir. I'm conditioned by certain. For example, here every week there is a bhajan. People sing Dvaita bhajans and Advaitik bhajans. So that मुझे little conditioning I'm unable to let go because that are family traditions which we still continue.
No problem. What you spoke, one thing very important. I'm only going to touch on one thing. You don't have to be fully enlightened to utilize today's discussion. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you one small analogy and you'll remember it for the rest of your life. Have you climbed Mount Everest?
I have not.
Even I have not. But I
Yes.
have seen people climbing. Let me tell you what I have seen. When a person is climbing, they put that support in the mountain and they put another support in the mountain.
Mm.
And if the support slips, they still have another support in the neck.
Yes.
They cannot fall. Now, let me tell you, in your house nowadays, they have what is called these climbers, these boys who come climbing with vacuum, where they have this vacuum, they climb up buildings.
Yeah.
It is so dangerous. It is so dangerous. Sometimes we feel that guy will die because if he slips, he will die. But he cannot die
Yeah.
because he has put once vacuum here, another vacuum here, and he has got a safety catch. So we must keep on putting the safety catches as we are going forward. We must carry the safety catches so we don't slip. This is what I'm teaching you all in today's session.
ये तो बहुत beautiful है because I remember this in one call you said you were looking through, I don't know, 19th floor of some building and you said the man has 3-4 safety equipments. If one fails, a second. You have given us many safety gadgets, so that is 100% sure. So we are steadily climbing up.
But we should keep our focus on the top. There's
One
no
more thing where I have a tendency to slip is when I hear other spiritual masters speak. So it has to be very properly assimilated or, brought into this AiR philosophy ka framework. So these are the simple things which I felt is relevant for this
and
topic.
and some spiritual masters discourage us by the way they speak. They'll say nahi ho gaya to kabhi nahi hoga. That type of thing also we should not take.
Today I was speaking to somebody. मुझे इस कॉल का सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट लगता है कि most of the spiritual masters say you can never be enlightened because I felt it was only for some monks. You are the person who said it is possible. It is possible. Work hard. It's possible. Sadhana to.
Even the Upanishad tells every human being can be enlightened. It is with the effort. Okay, come on. Atmanand, Siva, Rashmi, Sukhi, Siri, Sachiv, Chidanand, and Shivraj. We will stop at Shivraj. Administrator, nobody after Shivraj to raise the hand. Atmanand.
Atmoham, Shivoham, Soham, my new from SIP. So I think what I was thinking was the journey of enlightenment, very beautifully, like how you said, is like climbing the mountain. So when you climb the mountain, there's always a possibility of slipping, and that's why we need these safety gears. And I think one of the main gears you have said, which I think Krishna also touched about, is the right hand should hold the hands of the guru very tightly. I mean, you can be in samsara, but I think the hand should be tied. I mean, you should be connected to the guru very strongly. And the second safety gear that we have is really we should be consistent with our sadhana. So I think if these safety gears are not put, then there's a chance of slipping.
100%. Safety gears. Today's whole call is based on this. That yoga, guru, mumukshu, all these are the support functions which stop us from slipping. Done, Atman? Anything else? Thank you. Siva Rashmi, Sukhi Siri.
Shiva Guruji. I am fully awakened. When it comes to the enlightened stage, I don't think I slip in mind. Mind doesn't disturb me at all. So it doesn't. Desire is also dissolved completely. So, but why, as you said, what is that lacking me? I do not know, because there
You
is
are in a different. You are in a different situation. You are not in today's condition. It's not that you are enlightened and you're slipping. Your condition is, I am not yet fully enlightened. I don't know where I am stuck. So you have to do a self certification. You have a book with you, self certification book you have got.
Yes, I have.
It's time for you to go. It's time for you to go through that book. You have to go through that book and see where you are stuck.
I did write it, but then I don't find anything which stops me. Probably the sadhana is not enough. That is what I think. It's not consistent. Sometimes
that day I was in Switzerland. I was trying to make a cup of tea. By mistake, before the water could fully boil, I tried to make the cup of tea. Then what happens? The water is not fully boiled. Yes. Will you can make tea?
No.
3 months back, I made a mistake. 3 months back, I made a mistake. I bought Maggie box. And in the Maggie box, I did not put boiling water. I have to throw the Maggie box because in hot water, the Maggie will not get made.
But I am at peace, Guruji.
Peace is not enough. You have to jump over to that state. That's why go through E1 to E10.
Probably that is why I'm not able to find out my blockage, because I am at peace.
No. There's nothing wrong. You can be at peace, but do you want to come back?
No, definitely
then
not.
If you don't want to come back, you need to work harder.
Yes, from your teaching, we are learning every day. I am also learning every day. But,
Last question. Are you EFE? Are you fully enlightened?
No, not yet. Not fully.
So try to find out. Try to find out what Rashmi. Try to find out Rashmi and Sukhi, Siri and Sachiv, Chedanand and Shivraj. 6 speakers. Yes. Shivoham. Yes.
Actually, enlightened person who experience himself with divine, and he's beyond mind, ego, and like body, mind, and ego. He's beyond body, mind, and ego, so he will never sleep.
Correct. Correct. What you're saying is correct. If you have complete control of body, mind, ego, then you will not sleep. Right? Nothing wrong in that. What if the mind slips and enters?
So that's why we are here every day. We are with you. So how we will sleep?
I'm asking you the question. In your house, any makhi is there now?
In England, there is too much cold. The makhi is not live peacefully.
In the summer, makhi comes or no?
Summer, sometime, yeah.
How the door is always closed, but sometime in the room one makhi comes away. How that makhi comes?
Yeah, it's come.
Be careful. Okay, next, Sukhi, Siri, Sachiv, Chidanand, Shivraj.
Shivoham sir, I bow down to all the SIP in this call. I bow down to you. After reading this question, I have a question. Can I ask now?
Yeah,
Does karma play a role?
Karma plays a role till you are enlightened. If you are enlightened, then karma has already been transcended.
Transcended.
Okay, wait. But if there's a prarabdha karma, it can attack you. It can still attack you. Now, if you are enlightened and you are transcended body, mind, ego, then will you fail to the attack? Will you fail?
No.
No. Let the karma attack you. So what? So the answer is karma may, if the pending karma is there, as long as BME is there, you can still get attack of the prarabdha karma, not agami karma, because you're not having any karma now. The prarabdha karma, some of the prarabdha or some karma which is unsettled may still be there, but you are beyond karma. An enlightened person is beyond karma.
Then why did you mention that? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. Go on.
Why does the mind come then?
See,
You said we have to tame the
mind, Sukhi, mind will always be there, na Sukhi. Mind is nothing but a bundle of toxic thoughts.
negative state. Okay.
Correct. If you are in, I'm asking you a question. If you are fully in consciousness, can the mind come?
No.
Then when the
Because
mind can come?
only when I'm in a negative thoughts.
Then
When conscious is not there.
yeah, when you're the same thing, when negative thought, consciousness, so if we are very clear, what we have learned in this call, we should be very clear. If I am in consciousness, if I am in intelligence, if I am in positivity, where is the question of mind coming? No question of mind coming. Now, if the mind is not fully, there are so many people I know whose mind will kill them. I know people, mind is today perfect. Today they are fully in consciousness. Tomorrow mind destroys them. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, they are fully in consciousness. Next day mind destroys them. Then what do you do with such a person? Mind is like a phoenix. The mind is like a phoenix. It can come back. So we have to be careful. We have to be always in consciousness. Siri. Yeah, did. Siri, Sachiv, Chidanand, Shivraj. 4 more. We have limited time. 4 people. Yes.
Shivaham Guruji,
Shiva.
what I thought is always sip on lip, and sip should be the only priority. And for me, I have to improve my sadhana more. Though I'm doing sadhana, but being in the house, as you told, 12 hours minimum, it should be there. I counted, but somehow I sleep. I'm not able to do 12 hours. 8 hours I do, but 8 is not enough for me. I found out that. So I'm struggling between to come to 12.
If slip is on lip, we will not slip. But what if we have slip? That only means that we were on some other trip. Correct. It is not so. Sometimes what happens is we get carried away. Sometimes somebody very dear to us, my best friend, my dearest person. If I slip with my dearest person, I go down the valley, I fall down, then I have already fallen. No, Siri, how can I come back up now? From the top of the mountain, I have slipped, I have come down, I have lost everything. Now what to do?
Again, climb.
Ah.
It's very difficult. Yes, Guruji, I understood.
So we should not slip. We should hold the safety gear. Some people have this habit of slipping. That's why today's topic is about slipping. We must not slip. I shall not slip. I shall have sip on my lip. I shall not lose my grip. I will not go on another trip. I am only on the ship of sip. All these things must be very clear. But if we slip, means gone. Story over. Sachiv, Sada, Chidanand, Shivraj.
Hello.
Yes, Sachiv.
Shivam, Vijay. So the culprit is mind. Of course, body and ego has also got a play to role, a role to play.
Yes.
You're absolutely enlightened. You can't lose enlightenment. Your consciousness will remain. Once you're conscious, then there is no one who can stop you for enlightenment. Sip has to be on lip continuously. The courage, the yearning for the sip has to be clear. There is nothing else in my life I need except sip. Like today morning, I was saying while taking bath, I am doing many things which are wrong, right? Sip. Please kill all that. But I only need you. while
So the
taking bath.
answer SIP will tell you is you have to kill. I am inside you. I am already inside you. So you don't
Yes.
wait for me. Don't pass the buck to SIP.
No, I'm not passing. Not passing.
Yeah.
But
You have to.
make me so strong that I'm able to kill
Good.
it.
Yes, good.
Now,
That's a good thing. Unmute Sachin.
because so
Unmute, yes.
if you see last 1 month for me, or rather 15, 20 days, 1 month have been really difficult for me because I've been too much occupied with a lot of sales calls outside the hotel. I've been traveling too much. So you will see that, in those calls, some certain times I'm not able to attend the call properly. I'm attending all the calls, but I'm not able to answer. And I'm losing so that, time where I want to spend that 1 hour with you continuously. I'm losing that time. Because of that, it is also bothering my mind. It has
No,
started to affect
doesn't
my
have to.
mind.
No. See, because you are very clear. Your plan is very clear. If you establish yourself in this career, then they can't throw you out of this career because you have established. It's not. It's just some amount of time. If few months you are well established, then you can take the call and tell them I will not be here for 1 hour. But right now, till you are established, you don't worry about it. Just get yourself established.
Yeah, because currently my pressure is very high because the hotel just opened on 17 October. We have a lot of things to ramp up, and I have to bring this hotel to a certain level of, percentage of the ownership is expecting and the brand is
Send me.
expecting.
We were supposed to come to your hotel. Send me details. I have to plan to come to your hotel. Okay.
Done.
Chidanand and Shivraj.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Today's question is, how does an enlightened person slip back to unenlightened state?
Yeah.
The answer is, I think, is very clear. One is if he is not Savdan, and second, he forgets. So even our scriptures have got so many teachings to tell us that even at the last breath, if you are not Savdan, you can slip back.
Absolutely.
And if you forget, because when you're not Savdan, naturally you'll forget. Because enlightened person is always in consciousness. But if he forgets, and unless he's Savdan, he'll forget, and then he can slip back.
Absolutely. Good point, Shivan. Thank you. Shivraj, last on the list.
Sure, Guruji.
Shivam.
Actually, E1 to E10. So, okay, up to E7, maybe I experience SIP in every atom. But once you are E8, that means you have become butterfly. Then you will never slip. Once you are butterfly, I live as a SIP, I live as a Karam Yogi, I have no karma, I live as a Jivan Mukta. So if you are E8 plus, definitely your journey of enlightenment is over. So you are going to a liberation. So you are already butterfly. So butterfly cannot go back. So that is one point. And second point, till you are E8, definitely there are chances of slip. So already we discussed. We need to be in sadhana. We need to be in karam yogi. We need to have checkpoints. Live as a SIP. Basically, we have to be very cautious about the mind, because mind creates everything: attachment, desire. It creates maybe body as well as ego, something. So we need to have checkpoints. That is maybe simple, brief.
Good, well said. So nice way to end the call. Because although I said the human being is not like a caterpillar that goes to butterfly, I like the confidence of Shivraj saying that if you are EFE, enlightened, fully enlightened, then he is right. If you are fully enlightened, then you go from E1 to E10 to L1 to L10. When you cross L1 to L10, then the chances of slipping are barely chance of slipping. But my dear friends, I must tell you, as a human being, we can slip. We can slip, and we should not slip. Because of all sad words, in the world, the saddest are these. Of all sad words in the world, the saddest are these. It might have been. It might have been the saddest words. Arey yaar, I should not have. I could have. I should have. No. Don't take a chance. Have your safety gear with you. So tell from today what you're learning is, even if I slip, I won't slip. What is today's learning? Even if I slip, I won't slip because I will fall in the lap of SIP. I'm giving you a new slogan today. Even if I slip, I won't slip because I will fall into the lap of SIP. I want SIP and nothing but SIP. I shall not slip. With that kind of commitment, we will all walk towards that ultimate destination of becoming one with the Supreme. With folded hands, I bow down to you.